What's good, y'all? Shagan Makai. Welcome back to my channel. Stephen Curry is having an amazing season for the Warriors. This season, he's averaging 30 points per game. He's shooting 47% from three on 12.4 attempts per game. He's shooting 70% in the restricted area and 53% in the mid-range area. So to say that he's having one of his best scoring seasons ever would not be an understatement. He's led the Warriors to a 6-3 record so far, and that's good enough for the 4th seed in the Western Conference. And to say he's carrying the Warriors offense would be an understatement. He is the only player on the Warriors this season that has had a game above 20 points, and that's just an insane stat right there. So let's just get into why Stephen Curry is doing some of the great things that he's doing. Before we get into that though, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could just help me out by liking, commenting, subscribing, and help me reach that goal, I'd really appreciate it a lot. Now let's get into it. On this play, we see how great Stephen Curry is at moving off of the ball. As soon as Draymond misses the shot, he's sprinting towards the opposite corner, and then before Darius Garland even knows what's happening, Stephen Curry is shooting a wide open three. And just look at the great, motion that he has, and just how him moving off the ball can be very, very useful. Here on this play, they kind of trap the pick and roll, so he just throws it to Draymond, immediately sprints after. Stephen Curry is always in constant motion, and then he's able to free himself up for the three right there. Great stuff right there from Stephen Curry. On this play, one-on-one on the island with Isaiah Stewart, and he's just going to size him up. And then look at the arc he has to put on it because Isaiah Stewart is so tall. So he's just a masterful shooter, can make any kind of shot. Once again, he gets a big one-on-one head fake to get him to open up his hips, and then a great finish through contact through Larry Nance Jr. Great stuff right there. And then on this play, you have to step up way closer than that Michael Porter Jr. So we just see the unlimited range that he has, but we already know this. And then look at this. He subtly pushes Keegan Murray off of him and then runs him into the screen. So Stephen Curry is really great at just using his physicality and just using off-ball screens. He's running guys right into the screens to really free himself up. And just look, once again, just going to dance with a big man, step back. Just look how much space is created off of that step back. Stephen Curry is just, one of the greatest of all time at creating space. Once again, running off of a pin down. And then he just needs a little bit of separation with the little shoulder bump, and then he frees himself up. And then here we see the great handle, and you cannot have a big man guarding him like that in space. He's just going to get right to the rim. Like I said earlier, shooting 70% at the rim. He's getting there, finishing through contact, cooking anybody off the dribble. And it's just, look at this. Fully contested. He pump fake once to line the shot up, and he still just shoots it anyway. That's just masterful muscle memory, and that's just an elite shot right there. Here, Stephen Curry gets it, and he's going to go coast to coast. And then he thinks he's going to go coast to coast, and it's just a little behind the back. So to create so much separation and just to free himself up for the wide open triple. And then on this play, Stephen Curry is going to come up, and then look at what he can do off the ball. He's faking like he's going to set the screen, and then he just goes back out. And then once again, in so much motion, he cuts the pin down short and then just backs up, frees himself open for the wide open three. And then here on this play, one-on-one on the outside, and he's just going to step to the side and make a semi-contested triple. So just, you can make shots off the dribble, you can make shots moving, shots off the ball, catching the ball. Look, great split of the double team right here. And then he's able to go into Chet Holmgren's body and then finish through some contact. So just great touch and just great strength, great, handle, great recognition of the double team coming. Great stuff right there from Stephen Curry. Man, here on this play, no space right there, through some contact. It doesn't even matter. He's making a three. And then here on this play, just look at how fast he's running off of that pin down screen, exit screen from Kevon Looney, and he's able to knock down the wide open three. And then here on this play, we're going to see him, once again, subtly push Lu Dort to get him to run into the screen, pump fake to make Lu Dort fly by, and then Lu Dort smacks him. It doesn't matter. The three ball is still going to fall down every time. And then on this next play, we see Stephen Curry out, and then look, he's just going to hit Jokic with a little hesitation and then just immediately fire off the triple. So he's just really great at getting guys to move and getting guys to open up their hips and just getting guys to, move themselves to create a lot of space for him. And then look at this, once again, the patience. He just pump fakes, gets Herb Jones to get out of his way, and then that frees him up. So he doesn't even have to move sometimes to get himself open. Pump fakes, head fakes, just great stuff like that. Here he just walked into a midi. Marvin Bagley Jr. had to step up on that. Just great stuff right there from Steph. And then here on this play, the ball gets tipped back out to him, and then he's stepping on the logo, and then he just knocks it down. So it's just endless range. He can get a shot off from anywhere. You never know when he's going to get a shot off. And then here on this play, once again, the hesitation to get Kevin Huerter to, ease up. And then he just runs him through a screen, easy mid-range pull-up. So he's getting it done all three levels, off the ball, on the ball. just an amazing scoring season. He's averaging 30 points per game for a reason. And it's stuff like this. Just a little step back. It's still semi-contested, but it doesn't matter. Stephen Curry is still knocking down that three-point shot. Elite offensive creator right here. And then here, runs through the screen from Looney. But once again, you cannot be that low on the Stephen Curry pick and roll. And he's able to just fire it up over Domantas Sabonis' hand. And then once again, handoff with Draymond, a guy on his hip, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable you make him. Once he gets up in the air, really great. Really great job of keeping Caris LeVert in jail right here to free himself up for the floater over Jared Allen. Great touch right there on the floater. And then we just see the really strong handle right here as we see the crossover into the step back three over Max Strus. So it's just pick your poison. Whoever wants to guard him, he's, cooking anybody off of the dribble. And then once again, handoff with Draymond Green, a favorite action of Golden State's. He's able to knock down the moving three. And then here on this play, gets the handoff to go up the court from Chris Paul. A little in and out, and then a behind the back just to get Malik Monk out of the way. Great touch on the floater. Great, soft, nice touch to get that layup to go. And then here on this play, we see, once again, a little jab step to free himself up. So it's not even, dribbling with the ball. It's just the way he moves his body and ultimate control of his body. And that's, really important and really frees him up a lot as well. And then here on this play, Sabonis has his left arm wrapped up and he still finishes with the right arm. That's just great touch midair. And then here he sets a little goal screen and then flies out for the wide open three. Great stuff, right? Not wide open, but great stuff there for the, to free himself up for the triple. And then here on this play, great stuff, moving to the right triple on the right wing. Elite shot maker. And then here on this play, a little quick stop, and then he's able to free himself up for the wide open three. Great stuff. And then here kind of loses the ball a little bit. And then Davion Mitchell, he's going to try and slide over. He's just going to cross over the other way and just blow right by Harrison Barnes. So he's just really great at all three levels. And here, he just toys around with Dillon Brooks. Crossover, pump fake, get him in the air, and then he's going to knock down that three. So we just see how he can just toy with defenders, how he can play with everybody. He can recognize different coverages. Here, toying with Fred VanVleet off the ball, runs him, into multiple screens. And then by the time Fred VanVleet even knows what's happening, the three is already going up from Stephen Curry. Crazy stuff right there from Steph. And then here on this play, he's once again set the goal screen, and then he's wide open, and then he's just able to knock down the three off of the catch. Simple stuff, but effective. And then here on this play, he gets a little handoff from Dario Saric. That's all the way back at the hash mark, and he's still leaning. Great three-point shot right there. And then here on this play, finally, Steph is just running up the ball with the court, and then he's just going to, brush Cason Wallace off him with his other arm and then free himself for the wide open triple. So Stephen Curry having a really great offensive season, shooting the three ball really well, but also finishing really well. But the three-point volume is just insane. He's shooting, like I said earlier, 47%, 12 threes a game, a lot of them being, self-created, difficult kind of shots. So I would not be shocked if he would be in MVP discussions, or if he would, ultimately win the MVP again, because this kind of offensive production is kind of unprecedented, and the way he's able to carry the Warriors has just, been insane. So if you stayed to the end of this video, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.